Hi, it's me again with Corel Raw Tips and Tricks, and I'm going to do one more video on this Tricurve on 3D. So I'm going to do a couple of these and run some tests and see what they look like. But I thought if anybody's going to try this and they've never done 3D effect, now this is a poor man's 3D because it's not a true 3D, but it actually does work. And you'll have problems if you don't do these few steps, and I'll show you. First of all, it needs to be something thicker than a hairline. And you could actually type in 0.25 and actually have a thinner line. And then grab that one item and go to Effects and Contour, and you're going to pick Contour the inside 0.001, which is the smallest you can do in a gray, and you get that. Now, here's the problem. When you click on this, your rotation's gone because this is a contour and it doesn't know what to do. So there's two ways you could do it. One, you can convert it to a bitmap, a grayscale bitmap, but it takes a little time, and now I wish I wouldn't have done it because it's got a lot to do. And you really need to convert it to a bitmap before you run it. But see, now we have a rotation. So we can rotate this guy around this object. Now, another way to do it that's quicker, let's go back. So now this is a contour. Select it all, go up to Object and break the contour apart, and then go up here and Control G to group it together. Now you've got your center rotation back, and it works a lot better. So we'll Control D and make a duplicate of that guy and then rotate it 30 degrees. Well, evidently it's 60 degrees on this one. And then just Control D. Sometimes you lose your rotation. So just make sure you're there and then hit your plus sign or Control D and make it 120 degrees. So that's going to be a pretty cool and I'm going to go into this further when I actually run this run this pattern, because there's a few things this is going to be a peak motion laser, like an epilogue laser has a 3D driver that is going to help you do this. But there's a way to get it from being a sharp peak. I'm going to do that again. I did a video a while back on it. But before you do it all, make it the size you want. This is way too big to run for a test. You need to really scale it down. Like that's even pretty big for a test, because 3D engraving takes a long time. Somebody mentioned on Facebook about selling 3D deals at shows, and that's all good, but it takes so long to run them. It's almost better. And I've always had good luck to convert them to a bitmap before I run them. I don't know what it exactly does, but it does kind of fuzzy it up a little bit. And if you look at some real 3D files, it just looks fuzzy. Now this is ready to run. And you can tell it's a bitmap now because it's got a box around it, but it will not engrave. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit.